Hello book nerds, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time, welcome. My channel is D Book Nerd, and my name is Denise, and again, welcome. If you haven't already, I would have greatly appreciated if you subscribe, and after you watch this video, if you like it, please click like. I hope you like it, and I hope you click like. So today what I'm going to do is talk about the books that I read in October. And again, I say this a lot, but I'm not the fastest reader. And I guess I shouldn't keep saying that because there are people that read super fast and then there's others that don't. As long as you're a reader, read and read at your own pace. But I just kind of let people know that so there's no expectation. But one day I might surprise you all and read a whole bunch of books in 1 month, but we'll see. So yeah, these are the books that I read in October and I just kind of wanted to talk about them just a little bit. So first, what I have is this book that I really enjoyed, and I'm finding this author to be starting to become one of my favorites. Her name is Vanessa Miller, and this book is called What We Found in Hallelujah. And I love it. I love the cover. I love, just the art. And I love the premise of the book. Vanessa Miller is considered, from what I understand, to be a Christian author. So Christian fiction is what I've been reading anyway. And I'm not sure if there's other books that are nonfiction, but I've been reading the Christian fiction. And this book is great. So it is about two sisters, and they just don't quite get along. And their mother, these are the primary, these are the primary characters. And anyway, their mom is calling them to come back to Hallelujah. So Hallelujah is in, I believe, South Carolina. And she needs them to help with the house. They want to, she wants to renovate it so they can make it into an inn. And I don't want to tell too much, but one of the sisters is very hesitant to go back. And actually both of them are kind of hesitant because in Hallelujah, a lot of tragedy has happened. Also, these two sisters, and I might have said this already, don't really get along that great. And a lot of it has to do with that tragedy. So this book is about them coming back to honor their mother's wishes and to kind of come to themselves. They're both having different issues. They're both trying to, at one point, not really work on the relationship, and another working on their relationship, also kind of mending relationships with their mom as well. So the book really talks a lot about family secrets. Of course, it deals with forgiveness. Of course, it deals with personal growth. And it has a lot of important and hard-hitting issues in it. There's some trigger warnings, and I'm not going to tell you what they are. I encourage you, if you're interested in reading this book, to look it up so that you know what those trigger warnings are. And yeah, just so that you can be prepared with what they are. But there are some serious trigger warnings. There's even some kind of like, I would say gross, kind of a little bit graphic, but it's real. It's a real book. It's heartwarming. It's funny. A beautiful setting. The description of where they're at is just absolutely beautiful, and just a beautiful book all the way around. And it really depicts life. It shows how life is not always easy, but how there can be great moments, there can be joyful moments, there can be forgiving moments, and all of that good stuff. I recommend this author. This is now she is now one of my go-to authors, Vanessa Miller. I got another book I'm going to be reading of hers, hopefully before the end of this year. So that's this one. And I actually finished this in October. I started it probably late September. The next book is The Last Word. This book is by Taylor Adams, and this book is crazy. So I read this for one of my October spooky reads, and it did not disappoint. Read this book. I saw mixed reviews about that. Everybody is, of course, everybody has their own opinion. I don't understand the distaste for the book. This book was awesome. This is a thriller, and this book is a thriller, but at first I was almost thinking it was a horror. I had to stop at a certain time of the day reading it because I didn't want it feeding into my mind at night while I was in my room by myself. That's how scared I was. So, but it just keeps going. It keeps you guessing. Just when you think you understand what's going on, it switches up on you. It's based in the wonderful Pacific Northwest, where I am from, and so I love that. So you got dark and gloomy and rainy and seclusion is involved in this. There's also trigger warnings in this. I encourage you to look that up because it's dealing with, some different things that are very, very hard, and what makes the protagonist, makes it who she is. And yeah, she's in this house by herself on the beach, and she gives a 1-star review to about an author's book, and then a lot of things start happening in her house, in the house that she's staying in, and you will not really know what's going on until you get to the end. It was great. I mean, it was great. It was kind of, it kept you on the edge of your seat and scary, but this is great. If you like thrillers, check out Taylor Adams. I'll be reading more of Taylor Adams' books. And then finally, the other book is How to Sell a Haunted House. I did not finish this book. I started this book in October. So unfortunately, I didn't finish it. I think I actually started it on Halloween. And so far, so good. It's definitely creepy. This author, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I haven't finished it, but this author has a great way of making you feel everything that they're talking about. So you can, he describes smells, and I can smell it. He describes what people see, and I can really see it. He describes texture and all of that, and you can just really feel it. You can just feel the creepiness and know exactly what he's talking about. It's really crazy. And this book is about a brother and sister, and they have to go back to their home. Again, we have that going on, and they've lost their parents, and they're going back home, and they've got to take care of the house. And this house may be haunted. There is word of something about puppets and dolls, and all of that. If you don't like that, which I barely don't, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but yeah, that's what's going on in here with this haunting, and it is so creepy. And already I'm just grossed out. I'm ready to finish it, but I also am loving it. Again, this is a book that I don't read at night too close to bedtime because I am a creative thinker. I have a great imagination, and I don't need to be thinking about any stuffed animal that I have coming to get me. So yeah, these are the books that I've read in October or started. And again, so good books. I haven't been disappointed with any of them. With the How to Sell a Haunted House, not disappointed thus far, and the other two, not disappointed at all. Really enjoyed them. So those are my books, and let me know what you read in October, especially if there were any spooky reads, and if you read any of the 2 books that I've already read, let me know how you like them and all of that. So that's it for this day. I hope you all have a great day, and be blessed and be book nerdy.